Below are three functions, each in different forms. So we have a table, a graph, and an equation, which represents a linear function. Select all that apply. So linear function, when I'm thinking of linear function, that means that we have a constant rate of change. So the amount by which the function is increasing or decreasing, whether it's increasing or decreasing, that rate of change stays the same throughout the entire function. That's what makes it a linear function. Okay, so let's go ahead and start by looking at the table. In the table here, we can see that we have our x values 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. So everything is in an even interval there. And then if we look at f of x, we have 3, 6, 9, 12, 15. So it looks like to get from 1 to the next, we add 3 plus 3. To get from 6 to 9, we add 3. To get from 9 to 12, we add 3. And to get from 12 to 15, we add 3. So that's a constant rate of change. We're always adding 3. So the table is linear because it has a constant rate of change. Let's go ahead now and look at the graph. The graph, if we're looking at the rate of change here, I can tell that this line is decreasing. But we don't care whether it's increasing or decreasing. We could have a linear function that increases, we could have one that decreases. Let's pay attention to this rate of change. So the slope is really steep at first, but if we look over here, the slope isn't quite so steep, and then it's decreasing even slower here. In fact, the slope is close to 0 there. So the fact that this rate of change or the slope is changing makes this an exponential function here. The graph is not linear. Okay, and now finally let's go ahead and look at the equation here. And our equation is s equals 7d, and that's a plus 2 there. And I know for a linear equation it's going to be of the form y equals mx plus b, where m is the slope and b is just the y-intercept or starting value. That m is the constant rate of change. This is in the form of y equals mx plus b. The 7 is the slope there, and then the 2 is just the intercept, but we know we have a constant slope of positive 7, so the equation is linear. Okay? So we get our answers as the table and the equation, not the graph. Those are our linear functions here.